We're getting your appetite going this morning. You can see I already have my gloves on and I'm ready for you. But we're starting off with a recipe from a master chef. The way to anyone's heart, of course, is food. And Central Market is celebrating Black History Month by highlighting local and notable chefs around Texas. This chef is indeed very notable. This Thursday, Chef Nicola Blaque is the Jerk Shack. From the Jerk Shack, I should say. She's sharing a taste of Jamaica with some of her very special recipes. Chef, what are we making today, and tell me why you chose this recipe?
So I wanted to do a twist on a traditional Caribbean dish, which is brown stewed chicken, AKA the fricassee of the Caribbean.
Fricassee, okay.
And so we're switching it up. We're using duck, root vegetables, and a nice sherry reduction. And so I wanted to share that just with the community, the diversity of the food that we make in the Caribbean.
Absolutely, and I like that you're bringing that to our show today. It already smells so delicious. You have some chops, girlfriend. I mean, you graduated from the CIA and San Antonio, and you have your restaurant and everything. What inspired you to take on the culinary industry?
Just a love for food. You know, I simply just wanted to take what I learned growing up, what I learned in my travels in the military, and I wanted to enhance on that. The restaurant came kind of later, and it was literally a vision that I had, so yeah.
Beautiful. Walk me through what we're making right now. Where do I start?
So we're gonna flip the duck.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna flip it. So we already kind of got it going.
Yes.
The crust or the skin is nice and crispy.
Yeah, beautiful. So we're gonna let that go. Let that go for a little bit.
All right, how long does it cook for?
It's gonna take about 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And go ahead, we can add the vegetables right here on the side as that's going. Just kind of let that rest right there.
Okay. And I'm tempted to stir it around,
I know,
but
don't
letting
do
it rest.
Let it rest, let it rest. We're gonna use some of the juices and get that going. Just
That's a great cooking tip. I love it. She said, leave it alone. Your face is very much like, Clark, don't touch it. I want to stir it around, though.
No.
Next step.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet, Clark.
Oh.
Just give it a second.
Okay. Well, while she's resting a little bit, talk to me about another, it's obviously a notable part of your journey. You mentioned it before. So you were in the Army.
Yes. 10 years.
That's the most San Antonio thing, you know, from the CIA, Army. Tell me about that experience.
So in the Army, it was literally just, I would say, a moment in time for my life. You know, I joined when I was 18, and you know, I have deployments to Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait. You know, I wasn't cooking, and so I was a logistics NCO, and from there, you know, I'm dealing with equipment and everything. The only piece that I had was when I got to make meals. And so I knew getting out of the military, cooking was going to be what soothed my soul.
And so, and NCO duties, they're no joke. I mean, it can be mind-numbing, right? People you oversee. Tell me what really inspired you to open a restaurant and to take that on, because that's a whole other level too.
So in our restaurant, we have a sign and it says, "It was all a dream." Now, some people might say, that's the famous, you know, Biggie line. But for me, it was a dream. My aunt passed away in Jamaica, and I went back home, and it was like she was talking to me in a dream that said, you need to use your culinary strengths and our heritage and share it. And so I came back to San Antonio, and the very next year we opened Jerk Shack.
And now we get to taste all these delicious flavors. Okay, what are we doing now for the dish?
So let's stir this up.
Okay, so now we can stir it up.
Yeah, stir it up.
And you know what? I really like that we let it rest, because I'm seeing a little bit of browning happening, crispy goodness. And what root vegetables are these?
So this is rutabaga, parsnips, and carrots.
Ah, delicious.
Right. And then we're gonna take our garlic.
Okay.
We'll add that in there.
All of it?
Yes, all of it.
Amazing.
I love garlic.
I'm not shy when it comes to garlic.
Yeah.
Gotta pop a mint or something afterwards, but here we go. Oh,
and then we'll add the thyme in.
Okay. A little thyme. And so do I just lay the sprigs like that?
lay it in there.
All right, I'll do one more.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay. Now what?
And then we'll add a little bit of the apple cider vinegar.
A little bit. So what does this vinegar do?
It balances. It needs acid in this wonderful dish.
That's really good to know. Could I do this in another dish that's not duck?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
Chicken, seafood, all of that. And this is the sherry. We're gonna add a little bit in here.
A little sherry. And so, of course, We were talking earlier about how there are a lot of firsts that you've experienced in your life, especially being a Black woman, an accomplished Black woman at that. Talk to me about the James Beard Award. How big? First of all, congratulations. I feel, you know, you're so humble, but it's almost like a, what? This is real? Tell me about that feeling.
It is. It's a crazy feeling, because to be the first Black woman of San Antonio, the first Caribbean American for San Antonio, it holds a lot of weight, you know. But at the same time, you know, I want to represent our city well. You know, I'm glad that they chose me to help with representation, but you know, it's a crazy feeling. You know,
Absolutely.
We're in 2023, and I'm the first, so.
And you won't be the last.
No.
I'm so happy for you. Thank
We're
you
opening
so
doors.
much. Thank you for sharing this recipe. I know that we have a few more steps, and this does take a lot of love to make. So you won't see the final product today, y'all, but you can experience final products that are completed at your restaurant that you have. I know you specialize in so many different dishes, but where can people find you?
At the Jerk Shack on 151 and Military, and then we also have Mi Roti at the Pearl.
Mi Roti at the Pearl. It's really good. I've been. Oh my gosh, when you want a little change up, go try them out. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Chef Nicola, for being in our studio today.
Thank you.
There's so much we have going on our show today.